Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting episode of 4.5 Marks. I have Mr. All Day Drake Holloway.
In the flesh, all day, baby. Hey, train by day, 4.5 Marks podcast by night, all day. Little Joe Rogan action, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if they listen to Rogan, but we'll see. That's okay.
But I'm super excited to have you here. Like, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. We met each other in training.
We did.
You've been having a great career. You've been doing a lot of cool stuff. So I'm excited to talk about it. And the thing is, like, I know you with wrestling, kind of though, but I don't know like much about you outside of that.
No, yeah. I like to keep a little. I don't know. I've always been like an inner circle guy. Like I don't. I'm not really that outgoing per se, but yeah. If you get close to me, I'm a yapper. Trust me, we're yapping today.
Yeah,
we're yapping.
I mean, we're right before we hit record.
Yeah, people like the Magnum Militia. I'm not going to talk to most of them. They're terrible people. So, but you guys are the press to me. You guys brought me sweet tea. I'm in a good mood. Left at 5 a.m. this morning, but we're here. We're here, baby. Let's cook.
So starting off, like I always ask this from everyone, but like, what got you into wrestling? What's your earliest memory of pro wrestling?
Here we go. It's a story. So me and my dad were just hanging. I was about 8 or 9 years old, and my dad always had wrestling on the TV. My mom hated it because my dad probably watched wrestling around like 04, 05 when ECW was like really raunchy, and they were doing the exposés and whatnot with the girls, and it's the CM Punk pipe bomb promo night. This is my first memory of wrestling, and John Cena, R-Truth, I think, tables match. Yep. John Cena gets put through a table. I'm like, whoa, that's really cool. And then CM Punk comes out and starts yapping. I obviously don't know exactly what he's talking about, but it seemed really important. The crowd seemed to, I could hear the crowd, like, man, they're really getting behind this guy. Yeah, just something about it was so, like, interactive with me at such a young age. And then you mentioned The Rock, and I'd known The Rock in like kids movies. I was like, I know that guy. Is he a wrestler? And my dad was like, yeah. And then from then, me and my dad watched every Raw, SmackDown. We went to DJ's Dugout to watch wrestling pay-per-views. Oh, like during my childhood, they'd have them for like $5 to get in and watch the pay-per-views. And yeah, that was my earliest memory of being a wrestling fan, and yeah, from there I've been watching wrestling since.
I forget, like, how old are you?
I am 23 years old. I just turned 23. Yeah. 2-3 Jordan year, baby. Yeah.
We kind of got into wrestling around the time, because I started watching like 07.
07?
Yeah. So. So that's kind of around like that time.
And like all the kids at school would talk about it, and I kind of wanted to be a part of that little crew. They like this was around Jeff Hardy, and when Jeff Hardy was going crazy, and I was like, I don't know what they're talking about, but I want to be cool. And then I started watching a few years later. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's exactly the same as me. I was like, everybody's talking about this and this, and I have no idea what they're talking about. I kind of grew up on Lucha Libre, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah. Because my mom liked it, and she watched it a lot. But where in that like fandom did it transition to like, this is what I wanted?
So this was a split decision. Like, went through high school, did a little bit of college, dropped out of college, worked a full-time job while living with my mom, and I was just like, God, I've always had wrestling in the back of my head. Like, this is something I've always wanted to do. I don't want to be that grouchy old man on my, like, not on my deathbed, but like, if I'm on my deathbed and I'm thinking I wish I could have done that, I don't want to do that. So, yeah, I had saved up a bunch of money just from living at home and working full time. So I initially put the deposit down for Black and Brave first, and then Bulletproof was putting out advertisements on Facebook. I didn't even know Magnum existed. It was like in Omaha. I'd never gone to a Magnum show or anything. I didn't know these people existed. I didn't know this whole community existed. And I saw the advertisement on Facebook, and I just reached out. I was like, what's the prices looking like? And it was Nino who messaged me just straight up directly. He was like, it's this amount, and we basically teach the same thing at most other schools do. I was like, cool, let me, train. And then I'll have, Black and Brave to like polish everything up. And it seemed like starting out at Bulletproof was the best decision I've ever made. Every ounce of my career goes to Bulletproof just because I would be nowhere without the people, the training, the 14-foot ring, and etc.
So you trained with us for a little bit here.
Yeah.
And then you, like you said, you had transition to Black and Brave.
Yeah.
Why? I guess before we get to details of like Black and Brave and stuff, like why Black and Brave was it? Is it because it was the closest?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Basically, there's 4 hours away. Every other school is like 8 plus hours away. I was like, okay, this one's the closest. It's good. It has great trainers. It's basically WWE affiliated now. Officially, it is. Yeah.
Nice.
Easy decision for me. Just close to home. I made the drive this morning. It's not a bad drive at all. Straight shot. I love coming back to Omaha. I love splitting time.
We've made the decision. It's funny how it works out that like we'll go anywhere within like a 4.5 hour radius.
Yeah.
It's just easy.
Mm-hmm.
And we figured that out. 4.5 hours is just an easy drive.
Dude, it is. Yeah. And once you start doing that, like you can start doing more. Like 6 hours becomes easy. Like that drive is cake to me now. I can do that drive in my sleep. Not literally, but
please don't sleep and
drive.
Please.
Might watch a movie or whatever. I don't know.
I guess. Let's talk about being on the road. So you've had. What's the farthest you've ever driven out?
Gosh. Let's see here. So probably just from Omaha to Chicago. I've gone to Wisconsin a few times. I haven't gone like out. Like I want to go to Texas, like Cali. Eventually, but probably from Omaha to Chicago, which is about an 8-hour drive.
Yeah.
And then Wisconsin from Davenport's about 4 hours in itself, but from here it's pretty far. I want to get up to Minnesota. They got a bunch of dogs in Minnesota. I'm coming up there soon, guys. I just gotta get booked. So.
I guess so you talk about like watching like a movie on the road, but what's your favorite thing to do while driving? Like
I listen to a lot of podcasts. Okay. Wrestling, conspiracy theories, informative podcasts, and wrestling podcasts. Music got old really quick. I could only listen to so much music, and then I was like, I need to like think while driving.
Yeah.
It's a good head clearer as well, just driving and thinking about life.
So do you prefer to like drive on your own or with like a group?
It goes faster with other people, but I like to think a lot. So
sure.
I like both ways, but it's definitely fun when you got your friends in the car.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just messing around and whatnot. But can you cuss on this podcast?
Yeah, we don't do it.
Oh, bet. Fuck.
Good.
I was gonna say fucking around, and I was like, do they?
No, yeah, we're not for kids.
All right, bet.
Yeah. So I guess like kind of detouring away from wrestling for a bit, just because you mentioned something that I like to talk about.
Yeah, go crazy.
Conspiracy theories.
Yep.
I guess what's one that you like that's really interesting to you, or one that's like that like you like wholeheartedly like believe in?
Oh, this might get demonetized if I talk about it.
Not monetized. We're fine.
The Antarctic ice wall. I'm not a flat earther by any means, but Antarctica probably you can't go there without a permit and another permit, and they're protecting things down there in my opinion. So also the pyramid conspiracy theories are insane. Like how
I think I know. I've heard of the Atlantic Wall.
Yep.
I haven't really delved too much into it. I'm trying to remember because I had researched this a while ago, but I'm trying to remember the pyramid one. Because I know there's pyramids in Egypt. There's like
There's pyramids everywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, so the basis of the theory is that our creators, and this is a deep rabbit hole, so let me just cook here for a second. The Anunnaki, who are the alien gods who sent us down to harvest gold for them. So basically, we're human slaves. Mm-hmm. This is all fun, by the way. I'm not standing by this, but anyway, they sent humans to harvest gold, and basically the pyramids are like the stockpile of gold and all that. Mm-hmm. And that's why there's pyramids all around the world. Like the Aztecs built pyramids. There's pyramids in Africa. There's one in Alaska, like the Antarctica as well, Egypt. There's pyramids everywhere, and nobody knows why.
Yeah,
they're just built and they're so precisely built.
Yeah,
and the alignment of the pyramids line up, in Egypt at least, line up with the I think it's the Orion's Belt constellation, and it's like on the exact coordinates of it, and like just for that time period, for them to build it like that makes zero sense, and how they built it with no alien tech makes 0 sense. Zero, not any at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, it does, but it would just be an insane amount of slave labor per se. Fun chats.
Yeah, fun chats.
Fun chats. Yeah.
I like the one where I can't remember what's the name of it, but it's essentially like when you quote unquote like die, right?
Yeah.
You just hop into another timeline.
Oh, the parallel universe thing?
Yeah.
I think it's parallel universe.
And like that's the reason for like a bunch of Mandela effects and like people's like memories and stuff. So
it's crazy to think about. It's so fun. It's so fun to listen to, at least.
Yeah, it is.
Also, just like the government conspiracies, like JFK and our government. They're something. I'm not gonna spew out political opinions on the podcast, but there's something.
But comment down below.
Comment down below what party you affiliate with. Go ahead.
No, not that. Comment below what conspiracy theories we should look into next.
Let's get dicey. Yeah, you all should do a conspiracy podcast if you really dive into it and just go crazy.
It's on the books.
It's on the books.
It's been on the books.
I'll be a guest a lot.
Conception.
I'll be a guest.
Yeah. So,
all right.
Yeah. We'll get into that eventually. Hey, actually, let us know if that's something you guys would be interested in too, because we've talked about it. That's something that we've
let them know.
We've discussed before. Led by our own Pan Blanco here.
Pan Blanco, yep. And Drake Holloway will be a guest a lot too.
Yes.
So I will literally come down 5 hours away just to talk to you about conspiracy theories.
But I'm so bad. All right, back to some good old fashioned wrestling.
Yep, let's talk.
Yeah. What is something like that you had, or first, what were some of your inspirations in wrestling?
CM Punk.
CM Punk?
100%. When he did that little pipe bomb promo, and I was like, he's not a huge guy. He's not he's a guy like me, you know, buck 80. He would look. You see all these WWE guys, Vince Cesaro, like giant Brock Lesnar's, John Cena, bodybuilder type guys. I see CM Punk tatted up, just again. I'm not saying I'm a misfit. I'm very blessed with a great physique, and I have great looks too. I'm not saying I'm a misfit, but like it gave me inspiration to be like, I can do this. If this guy did it, I can do this.
Right. I mean, his whole thing was like, I was never meant to make it to WWE, but I did.
Yeah. And that's kind of my inspiration for that. And not just CM Punk, but just like, I love a good story. I'm a sucker for it. Just like I was a sports kid and a theater kid in high school, so I did all the sports you could think of: basketball, football, track, and I did theater. I was the Beast in Beauty and the Beast. I loved both parts of it. I felt like with sports, there wasn't like enough drama behind it. There's drama in sports, obviously, but like I wanted more theatrics, and theater brought that element into it. And I love a good story told by theater. And pro wrestling is literally
everything.
Them kissing. So that's why I love it so much. It's amazing.
What's something that you've learned through pro wrestling that like maybe not I'm not saying like a headlock takeover or anything like that, but like what's something so far in training and doing this that you've learned either about yourself or just about like the world?
Shout out to Nino for this. You gotta shut the fuck up when you're being coached, and people who know more than you just shut the fuck up and listen. So I grew up with coaches who, this was mostly in baseball, like they would just yell and yell and yell for no reason, and the kids would always fire back, and that's just kind of the coaching environment I was brought up in. But Nino was like, I don't care what you have to say, listen to me and take it in, very in a very coaching dad-like manner. And I was like, okay, let's try this out. I've always been like not an excuse maker, but like I've always been a talker, and like I have to get my side of the story out.
Right.
But I learned very quickly to shut the fuck up and listen to coach, and that helped me out sevenfold. So.
Well, so speaking of coaches, like you've been like coached by Nino, by Donnie, by Kit.
Fuck Kit. We can get into Kit later. I hate that guy.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll get into Kit here in a little bit, but you've also been now trained by Marriage Brave and Tyler Black, aka Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
So how is that experience like from those guys who have been like like Donnie's been around forever, but so has Merrick Brave, and then Seth Rollins is on like a really high level. How's your experience learning from these guys?
All those guys are absolutely incredible, and Bulletproof set me up great to go out there and learn from them. Like, I knew to shut the fuck up when they were coaching. I knew to listen and just become a sponge in a sense. And the one thing I learned out there was just psychology from a guy in WWE. It's huge, like how to put together a match that makes sense. Like, I knew how to like put matches together and the basics and all that before I went out there. I really didn't know how to make it make sense. I still don't completely. I'm still pretty new to this, but it helped me out a lot just learning from. We had our notebooks out and we were just watching matches for like 2 straight days, and like him just explaining each little thing. Both of them, Eric Brave and Seth. It was incredible. So that's the one thing I really picked up out there was the psychology behind matches and stories and all that. And yeah.
Well, hey, you you might not have been doing this for a long time, but you are the first Bulletproof student to be on Raw.
That's true. I forgot about that, but that was an incredible experience. That was insane.
Yeah, I bet.
Talk about being starstruck, dude. You had the whole event. You want me to tell the story?
Yeah.
So we were in catering, and I was with all my other extras, and I was kind of sitting facing the back where everyone was getting food. I was just facing my other fellow extra workers, and we hear a voice come up behind us. He's like, "Do you guys mind if I sit here?" I turn around and see it. It's CM Punk. It's CM Punk. He sits down, like, not to be a mark or anything, but that is my like inspiration and everything. And I was like, yeah, go ahead, please. And we talked about the Cubs. He's a big baseball fan. I'm a big Chicago Cubs fan, and we asked him, as young up and coming wrestlers, like, what are a few tips you give? And he was like, it's a business at the end of the day. Whatever works, sell it hard. And that was incredible. Yeah, that was a really starstruck moment per se.
I can imagine CM Punk was like one of my favorites as well.
Yep.
Like, he's one of my inspirations too. So it's like, dang, he just came up. You guys had like lunch essentially.
We had lunch together. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. Extra work was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Just being around that and listening. I watched Aleister Black and The Miz put together a match, and it was just insane to see. Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah, dang. All right.
Really cool stuff. Yeah.
So, I guess here's a question that I thought about, right? Just because not something that, at least so far, that we've had an opportunity to ask. You are very young.
Yeah.
How is, with you being a wrestler, how is your social / dating life?
That's great. So basically, before I started wrestling, when I was 19 to 20, basically, all I cared about was my social life. Yeah. And I got that I understood it got very repetitive, and just going out a lot and partying was a very repetitive, way of life. I was just a kid making money, living on my mom's with no purpose, essentially, and I was going out a lot. It was fun, but it was short-term fun.
Right.
At the end of the day, I'm not getting anything out of that. Trust me, I still love to go out and have a good time. At some point, you figure out that is very draining, and you need purpose. And then your social life should be a break from work and not your main focus, essentially. I'm dating Tori Fox. Tori Fox is my girlfriend. She's very hot, and I like her a lot. And she's amazing. Tori Fox, go follow her on Instagram. She trained with me at Black and Brave, and she is just killing it. She is incredible already. She's learning very quick. Still work to do, obviously. We're in the ring nearly every day. We're always training on something. But Tori Fox, that's my girl. Love you, babe. Yeah, we've been dating for about 8 months now. It's going great.
Is that how you guys met through Black and Brave?
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of, she saw me with the old top off and had the latch on. Yeah, she'll agree to it, right?
Well,
She'll say that's what happened. I hope.
Yeah. Well, comment down below, Tori Fox.
Mm-hmm. Comment, babe, please. I need this. Thank you.
So with you're very early on in your career.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a lot to do. What are some of your goals? Like, let's manifest some of your like goals for the next like couple of years. What do you want to do?
By the time I've thought about this a lot. By the time I'm 25, I want to be known around like the area as one of the best in-ring workers. Just like, oh, I'm going against Drake. Okay, I'm good. This is gonna be easy. This is gonna be cake. Like, we're gonna kill it. Like, that's easy. That's what I see. A lot of people think Kit.
Yeah.
A lot of people see Kit as like, oh, this guy, you gotta like, he'll take care of you. He's good. Just known around the area. And at the end of the day, I want to pay my bills with wrestling. Like, I don't have like a year set on that, like end of the year type goals, but just eventually, because sports primes and wrestling primes are completely different. Like, a lot of sports athletes are in their prime around 24, 25. You don't see wrestlers, really peak, in my opinion, until they're like 33, 34, or like, that's like prime wrestling age. And then you'll see like when CM Punk did his pipe bomb promo, he was about 33 years old, I think, and it takes a while to really get the business. I understand that, and you have to be hungry and humble and just be a sponge the entire time. But at the same time, you don't want to doubt yourself. Like, I'm 100% confident in myself. You put me in the ring against anybody, I can make magic out of it. I've always just been a confident person, and you have to believe that if you want to be, a superstar. You have to have self-confidence, but at the same time, be a sponge. There has to be a happy medium.
You be confident, but don't have an ego.
Yeah, 100%. Listen to your vets. Don't get an ego. I had an ego to start. I learned very quickly you need to shut that down, and I slowly became a better worker. Learned slowly but surely. It takes a while to understand this. I understand that. I'm a year and a half in. I can't be saying, oh, it takes a while. You'll learn eventually. I know it'll come, but like, I'm not a perfect wrestler by any means. But that's what you just have to do. Be a sponge, and don't doubt yourself. You just have to go. But yeah, around here, who I've been wrestling and trying to venture out there and wrestle more people, I'm very confident in my abilities that I can succeed with a lot of people you put me in the ring with. So,
well, you mentioned it, and I think it's time to get into the conversation of one Mr. Kit Sackett. Just thoughts and opinions.
You want to talk about Magnum? You want to talk about Magnum stuff? You want to talk about, people? So here's the deal with Kit Sackett. Me and him, we would train every day before, I moved and all that. Kit would agree to this. Kit probably called me his best friend at one point. This guy, August of 2024, and this was before me and Relly and Donnie aligned with Jeremy and Khan and all them, and we became the most destructive faction in all of Magnum, by any means. Anyway, August 2024. I'm getting my main roster push. I'm getting on the main card. I'm so excited. Me and Kit have a stellar match, and he had me beat. He got the best of me. He had me beat. He hit me with a Death Valley driver, if you remember. And then this dude has me beat. Decides to pick me up, give me a Japanese style neck breaker, and embarrass me in front of everyone. Are you serious? He wants to act like he's not the bad. Everyone wants to act like we're the bad guys, The fans at Magnum, they cheered me and Relly out of pity. They're like, oh, look at these two young guys go, blah blah blah. Look at how good they're doing. And that didn't really sit right with me. So we kind of took what was ours, and we got our revenge. I was training with Kit every day, and he embarrassed me. He wanted to humiliate me and then go out there and act like him and Red Wing are the Avengers and here to save the day. And the same people that put Red Wing and Kit on this pedestal like they're the Avengers, who were cheering me decide they want to boo me when we decide we want to take what's ours. What do you think about that?
You know, I understand where you're.
What do you think, Chava?
I think that you and Really have done really great. You guys have really proven yourself as great, phenomenal.
We're in flow state. Me and Really, by the way.
I agree with the Flock being the most destructive faction in Magnum.
Oh,
but I guess my question to you
yeah.
would be, what are your thoughts on people saying that the only reason you are champion is because you guys have been cheating all the time?
We haven't been cheating. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, you have Khan in the back. You guys got.
They're managers. Every wrestler has managers. Falcone has DeSanti. Nobody calls him a cheater. Do you guys call him cheaters?
I do, because I don't like Falcone.
Okay, well, wrestlers have managers. That's a thing in wrestling. They have managers, dude. And you know, oh gosh, dude, it's a thing in the wrestling world. You have managers. We haven't cheated at all. I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is that we're the champs. We go out there and we do what we have to do to win. How is that not admirable by any sense? You know,
you got a great point.
That's admirable.
It is. I guess with you guys being such a great tag team, and with how you're saying, who's the tag team you guys want to go against?
Who do I want to go against?
Call your shot.
Call my shot.
Call your shot.
I really don't give a fuck who they put against us. We're going to beat them.
Okay.
But I'd like to wrestle the Premier.
The Premier?
Okay. I'll be 100% honest. I like the Premier. I've watched a few of their matches. They're really solid. The Hate Keepers. I'd love to go against Royal Flava.
Yeah, that's one that I want to
Royal Flava is something. They're good. I haven't watched a lot of tag team stuff since me and Relly became the best tag team in Magnum. But, Royal Flava, Premier, Hate Keepers, a lot of those guys, they're really solid.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you three there. I'll give you three. There
we go.
I don't give a fuck, though. Whoever they put against us, we're going to beat them. Okay. So it doesn't matter.
All right, fair.
This is when I was talking about you have to be confident in the ring, this is what I mean, okay? But if my coaches want to tell me I did something wrong, I'll be a sponge. But I don't give a fuck at the same time.
Okay. All right.
You said I could cuss, but
I know. And trust me.
Don't put any bleeps over it, dude. This is uncensored media, bro.
I don't know who's editing this yet, but if I'm editing, I'm not. I don't know about the icon. I don't know about Carlos.
No. So. Back to my problem with Kit.
Yes. He tried to embarrass you.
He tried to embarrass me, yes. And this was when I was, making my big break. I was getting confident in the ring. We were going to have a good old-fashioned wrestling match. He had me beat. I was like, okay, that's it. This dude grabs me by the neck, arms folded, boom, and everyone goes wild. And that's how I know they're cheering out of pity.
I feel like I owe you a partial apology for that, because I'm the one who talked about that move to him. And
fucking marks, dude.
Japanese wrestling is so cool, dude.
It is,
dude. I don't need that.
But I told him about that move. I was like, hey, how do you do this? And we talked about it, and we talked about like other people using it, who used it, and the next thing I know, he does it on you.
Yeah. Thanks, Kit. Anyway, great trainer. Yeah. Love the guy for his coaching. Terrible person. Mm-hmm. But
I agree.
Yeah, I feel like that's not over. There's a lot of people in Magnum who want to start shit with us, and we're not going to take it. And we knew what we were capable of. You want to know what else? Joey, as GM, terrible. Joey Anderson was a terrible GM. Thank God he's out of that job. Anyway, he would put me and Relly, and like he would try and stack me and Relly against each other, and he would put us in the triple threat with Donnie and try and make us, you guys need to fight to the death, earn your spot. We did very much so. And then he puts us in that gauntlet tag, 3 other opponents stacked against each other. Like, we have no area to win. You're not giving us even shots. And then all of a sudden, me and Relly are like, we're good enough. Why don't we just form a team? Mm-hmm. And that's what we did. And guess who's the tag champs now?
The Young Guns.
Young Guns, baby. Bang, bang.
Bang, bang. Well, you gave us a lot to think about. I guess what do you want to plug? What shows are you coming up? What's coming up next?
We have SCW out in Davenport, Iowa. They're the Black and Brave promotion. They are awesome. I've got them the Friday and Saturday. Do I have the whole year booked up? I might. Let me think about it. I've been trying to go out to Chicago a lot recently. I'm in a better mood out in out a little more eastern. If you want to see me be nicer, you can come out east and see me. But the Magnum Militia, they piss me off. Anyway, I got out there, little Chicago shows, just trying to get on, just grinding. At SCW, I've got Next Level coming up soon, September 13th. We got a lot.
Got a lot coming up. Well, we're excited to see you. When you have your dates, we'll pull up some of the dates in either.
For sure. Follow me on Instagram at the Drake Holloway. I post literally everything there. So.
There we go. Well.
Thank you to the Marks. Thank you to the Marks. They brought me sweet tea and Chex Mix, and that was the only thing that got me through this interview. Thank you guys.
Yes, I would have been murdered. Well, I thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Like I said, it's been a real treat. It's been a pleasure. I've been really excited for this. So I'm glad to have gotten the chance to do this.
Me too. Get my boy Relly on soon. I'm sure he'll. We're in flow state. Me and Relly. I don't have to talk to Relly for like a month, and we'll just see each other and be like,
we got it.
Yeah, we don't even have to talk. It's crazy. But we're best friends. And we're going to hang out today after my fantasy football draft and after watching college football all day. So, all day.
Drake Holloway. Baby. Mm-hmm. All right, well, again, like, comment, share, subscribe. And if that check bounces, so do you.
That's right. Bounce on it.